Hi guys! I had a few minutes. I just wanted to jump on here. I was feeling like I needed to get on video even though I haven't been on live for a while. Anyway, I was just having a conversation this morning and someone asked me if I knew who was going to make it when I talk to people, when I do my, the calls, the initial calls, if I could tell who was going to be successful and who wasn't based on that initial conversation with them. And if their online boutique was going to be successful or not. And I thought that was really interesting. And so I thought I would get on and talk about that a little bit, because my answer was it's mindset. Because anybody can do anything as long as they have the right mindset for it. I've had people that have had maybe $2,000 worth of inventory that have been more gung-ho about opening their own online boutique than people with $25,000 to spend. So it's really interesting. I think that anyone can do it, but it is work, right? And so you have to want it. And sometimes it's not going to be fun. And sometimes you're going to get, have things go wrong or have a bad day. And you're still going to have to love what you do enough to keep doing it. So I found it really interesting that the money is what holds people back from starting. And I can tell you that if you have a couple $1,000s to spend, that you are fully capable of doing this. As long as your mind is where it needs to be. You have to think that you can do it, right? So tell me what you think about that. Do you guys agree that mindset is the most important thing? Because I feel like mindset is what's going to make you do the work, right? Because everyone has access to the same course online once you start working with me. So the only difference is who takes action, who takes consistent action on the course. Right? Because I have some people that let's say, for example, 10 people start the course at the same time. I have 2 that run really fast. They go through the course, they get their stores up and running immediately, almost, follow along the program exactly the way it should be followed. I have maybe 3 of them who I never hear from again, and they don't log on to the program and they never do anything about it. So that's a mindset issue, right? And let's say I have 5 that are kind of in the middle, that are working, but they're maybe getting stuck here or there and they're needing some extra help, and that's okay. But the ones that are going to be successful are the ones not with the most money, but the ones that actually are going to do the work. Because it's not like having a job where you can just go to work, get your paycheck, go home, right? So it's a lot harder to work for yourself because you have to be self-motivated, first of all. And that is the most important thing. You have to be self-motivated, and you have to be able to ask for help if you need it, or go find the answers, right? Because you don't have like when I was a programmer, I had a job at a bank as a programmer, a long time ago. And my boss would give me a project to do, and she would say, this needs to be done in 48 hours. This is the criteria that it needs to have, and this is the code language that I want you to use to get it done. And it was all very cut and dry, all handed to me. I didn't really have to think about it. But then, hey, I got my check at the end of the week, right? And that's all I had to do. I could even pretty much do the minimum and still get my check. But then when I started working for myself, it's like, oh my gosh, nobody is telling me I have to be at work at 7:45 in the morning. Nobody's telling me that I have to make phone calls today, or that I have to get certain things done, right? Or that I have to take this course online. You have to be self-motivated. And I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. I'm thinking that the bulk of the people that are successful at doing this are kind of in their 30s and 40s and 50s, right? Because they've been around the block. Hi, Debbie! They've been around the block, and they know what a 9-to-5 job is like, and they see the benefit in working for themselves, right? Because right now, it is 12:30 Central Time. I'm sitting here waiting for food to be done for my family. My kids are at home for the summer. I'm home with them working. I can work in the car. I'm working right now, right? This counts as working. I can get up early and work. I can work at night. I can go, like my daughter has a horse show in Santa Fe here, and I'm going to be gone for 12 days away from home, from my home office, but I'm going to take my laptop and I can work. I'll take my files. I can work from there. I can work from a horse show. I've got a backpack. I'm going to bring my laptop to the horse show. I can still do videos. I can still do trainings, and I'm still making money. And no one cares where I'm at as long as I am doing my thing and I'm in charge of that, where I do it and what hours I do it. And that is the benefit of it, because I feel like I was just a caged butterfly at my corporate job as a programmer. I hated it so much, and I went to it because I had insurance and I had kids and I needed the paycheck. And I got laid off is what happened. I got laid off. I got 2 months of severance, and I used that 2 months to write a business plan to buy a business. And this was back in 2003. And so I bought a franchise donut shop, and I got an SBA loan and everything. I was 26 years old, and I wanted it in the worst way. And the banker said that was the best business plan he'd ever been handed. And it was from a 26-year-old, which really surprised him. But I wanted it, right? I was self-motivated. I saw that I wanted to be home with my kids. I wanted to make my own schedule. And do you know that buying that donut shop, I made the same amount of money that I made at my programming job at the bank. And I didn't have a mean boss telling me what I needed to do every second of the day, and 1 week of vacation, and no, you can't get off the day after Thanksgiving because so-and-so wants it off, and like only one person from the group can have that day off. So guys, that was 2003. So I have worked for myself since 2003. I would rather be a McDonald's worker than go back to the corporate office. I would never do that. Not in a million years. So what I'm giving you guys is a plan. I want to help you guys. I want to help women that have a dream, that don't know how to do it, to do this, to know that it is possible. No, you don't have to have thousands of dollars. All you have to do is have the mindset to get up in the morning and make your to-do list and get it done, and self-motivation, and to really love it, right? Because what's more fun than playing with clothes? There are some ups and downs to having an online boutique. I'm not going to lie about that. But you know what? When you think about all the good, the bad is just no big deal, right? Because you get to be home with your kids. Go on vacation whenever you want. Do you know the first year, my family so made fun of me for this. The first year after I bought my donut shop, I took 8 vacations because I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm free. I can go on vacation whenever I want. It's crazy. And nobody's going to tell me. Like right now, if I wanted to drive on a road trip, I could go. I could take my laptop and go. And so that is the beauty of working for yourself. And so that is what I'm looking for, is people that are ready for that. I know that for some, timing is off, and it's not the right time, because I've been there. It wasn't the right time for me. But for some of you, it is the right time. And so I know that the boutique business is very cutthroat, and no one is going to teach you this stuff. So what I did was I actually hired a coach, and I said, I want to grow as a person. Help make me better and help me increase my boutique sales. And she actually said, you need to teach people what you're doing, because you know a lot, and people out there want to know this stuff, and there is nowhere that you can go to get this information. Nobody's going to teach you. It is cutthroat. And so what I did with her help, my coach's help, is I created this 90-day course, and it takes you from creating your logo every step of the way, and in 90 days you will have an online boutique up and running. And if you still need my help after that, I have other options for you. There are 2 different options. But the goal is to get your site up and going in 90 days. I'll show you where to get the merchandise. I'll help you pick out the merchandise. For example, I had someone that I'm coaching right now. She put her stuff in the cart. She had, I would say 50% was the right stuff, 50% wasn't. You know, it was several $1,000s. And I said, hey, you need to take this out and this out and this out. And are we doing this? Because if we're doing curvy, we need to go curvy, you know, all the way, not just part of the way. You can't just go part curvy. Sportswear, you can't go like athleisure. You can't go part of the way on athleisure. You need to either be in with like 20 styles or out for now. So we refined it, and I helped her to figure out what she should open her boutique with. That's going to turn the fastest, that's the highest profit margin. Don't waste your money on the other categories yet. Let's get you up and going, and then we'll add those categories slowly later. So I've got techniques, I've got the knowledge where if you've got $2,000 to $4,000, I can get you where you want to be, right? But it's going to take work on your part. You have to follow my plan. You have to ask questions when you have questions. You can't just crawl up in a hole and say, I don't understand, so I'm just not going to do anything today. You have to be there, right? Get in the Facebook group that you get to be in when you join my program and ask questions. You know, don't be stuck, because I'm here to help you. I have my phone on me all the time. My family's used to it. I've worked for myself since 03, so what, 16 years now? They're used to me working at all times. But the beauty is that I get to be on vacation when I want, you know? I may have to step away from something and take a phone call, but I'm there. So anyway, that's my program, and I just wanted to get on here and hopefully inspire some of you that are kind of thinking that this is impossible for you, and let you know that it is possible, and I've been there, and I can help you guys do it. So reach out to me. You can DM, comment, email me at info@knittedbelle.com, and let me know what you think. You know, I love business, I love fashion, and I love helping you guys, and I especially love to see the women that have started. There was someone that was a part-time worker, didn't know anything. She just started with me in April, and she's getting ready to launch August 15th. Like, she's got her store ready to go. Right now she's just doing like ads to kind of like create a buzz, but she didn't know anything. She did not know anything about doing this, and I am so proud of her. And I'm proud of everybody that starts, you know. Let's do this, you guys. Don't sit around and think that it's not for you, or you aren't capable somehow because you don't have the time or the money. I can tell you this, if you have the mindset and you're willing to do the work, I can get you there. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I have to run in and get lunch now. Bye.